Welcome back to another tabletop review. Today we'll look at the Beretta M9 22 long rifle semi-automatic pistol. Three factors went into what led me to buy this pistol. If you've watched my previous videos, you can probably guess what they were. The first has to do with the cost of ammo. I have a Beretta 92 FS 9mm, mostly for home defense and the range, which both my wife and I love to shoot, but the cost of ammo can make a day at the range fairly expensive. At the time I bought this Beretta M9 22, the best price locally for 9mm 115 grain ammo was about 30 cents each. But I could buy a box of 525 round Federal 36 grain long rifle for about 3.5 cents each. And second, the M9 22 is an astonishingly exact replica of the M9 in 22 caliber. And like the M9, it has a 15-round magazine. Yep, I said a 15-round magazine. And features the same operation, controls, and takedown as the Beretta M9, which, by the way, is so similar to the Beretta 92 FS, it's difficult to notice much of a real difference. Let's just take a look at them side by side. First, we'll make sure this one's cleared. This is my 92 FS. So, side by side. As you can see, the two guns are remarkably identical in just about every way. So the M9 22 offered an accurate, low-cost training and safe, comfortable shooting option for developing muscle memory and good habits from its identical looking, feeling, and operation, even down to its disassembly and magazine capacity. The third reason is that it was on sale, but perhaps more importantly, the reviews of the Beretta M9 22 were extremely positive. Now, I'll admit that I like 22s. I've got a bunch of them. They are a cheap way to spend a day at the range, and I think they're fun. When my family was younger, it was all we could afford. We focused on skill rather than shooting big holes in things. So I've come to appreciate 22s, especially really good ones like this Beretta M9 22. I'm glad to say it didn't disappoint me. Because I've already done a fairly extensive review of the Beretta 92 FS and covered the history and development of the 92 and the M9 in previous videos, I'm going to move right on to a closer look at this 22 version. This gun was made in Germany for Beretta by Umerix. You may have heard of Umerix as a manufacturer of air guns, but Umerix USA entered the tactical rimfire market in 2009 with the importation of Walter-made Colt M4 and M16 22s. Given what I see here with this Beretta M9 22, they obviously know what they're doing when it comes to rimfire. The Beretta M9 22 came out in 2015. The Beretta M9 22 comes in a little better box than the bigger brother 92 FS came in, quite frankly. Comes with some paperwork. Comes with an additional front sight, a little smaller one just in case you need to change that. Comes with the pistol, of course, and only one magazine. And of course it comes with the lock. The action is single and double. The barrel length is 4.9. The caliber is 22 long rifle. The grip is 1.3 inches in width. The magazine, as we said, 15 rounds. Overall height is 5.5 inches. Overall length 8.5 inches. Overall width 1.5 inches. Sight radius is 6.1. And the unloaded weight is 26.8. It has a steel barrel and slide, has a polymer frame. It's weighted, but lighter than the 9mm version. Sights are dovetailed and 3-dot, like we would find on the 92 FS, not like we'd find on the M9, which is a 2-dot system. Both of these sights can be replaced. Mag release can be reversed, but it's recommended that be done by a gunsmith. As you have on the 92 and the M9, the safety decocker is ambidextrous. Fully loaded, the weight is 29.8 ounces. Now that's in comparison to the big brother 9mm 92 FS, which is nearly 40 ounces. So this gun is a bit lighter. When it comes right down to it, there are only two cons that I can come up with regards to this pistol. It comes with only one magazine. Okay, and perhaps it could have been made closer to the weight of the 9mm M9. I mean, it's such a great replica in all respects. It would have been interesting to see if it could have been made just a little heavier to match that weight of the 9mm. As for pros, it's remarkably close to the M9 and the 92 FS 9mm pistols. It's easy to mistake them at first glance, really. While not a match gun, the Beretta M9 22 is still an excellent shooter. The sights on this one were pretty much spot on from the beginning, shooting just slightly low. Beretta has some recommendations when it comes to ammo, but I started off with the 3.5-cent ammo. I bought a box of Federal 325 rounds, was the 36 grain hollow points, and actually did pretty good with that. I shot the whole box and had just a couple of light fires. With the double action, I was able to pull the trigger again and they fired off. The double action trigger pull is long like the 92 FS, perhaps a little harder but smooth. I've already put a few dummy rounds into the magazine here. Single action is short and crisp. Double action feels just a little harder maybe than my 92 FS. Very, very close. The trigger overall is so close to my 92 FS, it's kind of hard to tell the difference unless I'm really paying attention. The slide locks back after the last round has been fired. The 15-round magazines are fantastic. They're sturdy metal, and they even have the spring-loaded assist on them for loading. It seems to be solid, well-made, and of good quality. The action is smooth, very smooth. Feels like you're handling a 9mm. This gun is just plain flat-out fun to shoot as well. Time will tell how reliable this gun will be, but so far, things seem good. Breakdown of the Beretta M9 22 is exactly like the M9 or the 92 FS. Basically, we remove the magazine, and put the safety off. We have this button on the right hand side here. We depress it, rotate this little unit here, allows us to remove the slide. Once the slide is off, the spring and the rod come off, and then the barrel comes out, and that's it. Reassembly is just the opposite. And rotate that unit the opposite direction, and there we are. The suggested retail price for the Beretta M9 22 is $430, but I bought this one about a year ago for $350. I've not seen any used ones for sale. The 15-round magazines are about $30 each. A version with a tactical rail and a version with a threaded barrel for a suppressor are now available for about $495 retail each. The threaded barrel by itself will cost about $130 if you wanted to add it to this unit. To recap, the Beretta M9 22 provides an accurate, low-cost training option for developing muscle memory and good habits with this astonishingly close replication of the Beretta M9 and the 92 FS, with the same operation, controls, and takedown as its big brother Beretta. And of course it has that fantastic 15-round magazine. Its operation so far has been flawless. I personally find this pistol to be a great range gun, an excellent shooter, and just plain fun. Any weapon you carry is better than the one you left at home. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll be back for my next tabletop review. Until next time, stay safe.